There are more than 20 cantrips in Baldur's Gate 3. While every can be used in its unique way, today I will show you best cantrips that in my opinion can make your walkthrough much more enjoyable and fun. So citizens of the Spotland, let me, the Spot King, guide you with my vegetable accent. There will be no particular order, so let's start with the one that is known as the most powerful cantrip in the game, and it's called Eldritch Blast, of course. Warlock's cantrip, and it's basically doing 1d10 damage. Best part of this cantrip, of course, that is making force damage, which is the least resistant to damage in whole game. With a decent range, this ability is actually bread and butter for all warlocks. Coolest part about this ability is that you can augment it, basically with Eldritch Invocation when you level up your warlock. First of all, Agonizing Blast will be a great addition for this cantrip because it will add charisma modifier to Eldritch Blast and increase damage tremendously. And another cool Eldritch Invocation is Repelling Blast, which will push the creature up to 4.5 meters away from you when you cast an Eldritch Blast on them. And another cool part that you will have more beams when you level up. So basically at level 5 you can already cast at least 2 projectiles. And it's awesome, so you can fire 2 projectiles on different targets or on one target at a time. And each projectile will be affected by this Eldritch Invocation, and then we will have increased damage. So let's just use 2 Eldritch Blast on this poor imp. And just like that. As you can see, Eldritch Blast got a really crazy range. This is why this is most of the time called like best cantrip in the whole game. But there are more cantrips that you can use in more interesting and funny way. So another cantrip that I like is Mage Hand. While it can mainly feel like a really weak cantrip, let me show you it in action. So basically you will make Mage Hand, and this hand will be with party in you. You can control it, it can walk wherever you like, but coolest part, it got some abilities, so it can throw something, it can shove something or someone. So for example, if you don't like someone, just go and try shove them. Awesome stuff, we don't need this Gitianki. Another cool use, you can throw objects in the fight. So for example, you can just use throw action, pick up a potion of healing that you left behind intentionally and throw it at yourself. And this will basically heal you, but not for too much because it will inflict damage too. So just pick up some stuff, throw some stuff, and it's awesome. Another cantrip that many players won't really like to use and don't understand why it's even in the game. It's Dancing Lights. First of all, I like it when I don't have like a really bright monitor, and you can basically use it to light up some area and see everything in this area. It's nice for investigation, you know, for some look around in the caves, maybe some hidden objects, hidden chests, and just to see some beautiful parts of the game that otherwise would be not visible in the shadows. Additionally, some targets will have ability to evade your attacks when you don't see them, or you will have a lower chance to hit them actually. So these dancing lights will light up targets and you will basically hit them. That's how they work. And that's why I like this cantrip, because there are many dark areas in this game. So our next is Ray of Frost. So Ray of Frost got lower damage than Eldritch Blast. Why it's good and why I like it? First of all, it reduces target's movement speed. And this is kinda insane, because you can basically run away from them and attack if they melee targets. But again, there are more smart ways to use this cantrip. There are many places in this game where is water, or some characters can even create water. So for example, if there's a water surface, and you will see it when you hover mouse over it, you will see surface, water, you can actually make this water frozen, just like that. And surface became ice, and when people go through the ice, they can prone if they miss some skill checks. Fail, you will fall prone, just like that. Awesome cantrip. Another very good creative cantrip is Thorn Whip. This is Druid specific cantrip, so you can't use it on other classes, but basically what it does, it's doing piercing damage with 1d6. Not a lot, but still pretty nice damage. But most important part of this cantrip is that you will pull 3 meters of this creature to you. So if you stand on one side of the cliff and creature on another side, just use your cantrip and you can do something like this. Another druid specific cantrip is Produce Flame. I like it a lot too. So there's 2 options you can use it. Basically it's making flame in your hand and you can throw it with 1d8 fire damage, or you can use it to light up a nearby area. We see everything nearby with a nice light blue effect. And we got new action, which called Curl, so we can hurl flame at enemies just like that and do some nasty damage. And our next cantrip is Minor Illusion. Minor Illusion is awesome and very funny cantrip. So you're creating Minor Illusion, which looks like this. And as you can see, range at which you can create it is long enough. It's really crazy range. So coolest part that it can attract enemies. Just look. So you can use it as setup for some fireballs or other stuff, because enemies will come close and will just hover nearby this Minor Illusion. Or you can use it to be sneaky, so basically cast Minor Illusion, for example, over here, enter stealth mode and come over the backs of enemies. So there's just countless ways you can use it when you're roleplaying and trying to make the game fun. And another cantrip that I like to use is Firebolt, of course. Who don't like firebolts? You know, when you don't know how to do something, maybe there wasn't enough fireballs or something like that. I don't remember exactly how it's called. So what is cool about Firebolt? It's basically 1d10 damage, same as Eldritch Blast, but it's not too good and don't have this crazy damage multipliers like Eldritch Blast has. But Firebolt is a cantrip and it can use sorcerer meta magic. Basically, twin spell will be awesome stuff. So let me just show you this in action. We enter in turn-based mode and making our turn with Minor Illusion. Then we're going into stealth mode and coming nearby enemies. And in turn, let's see. Every enemy wants to see what's going on. And it's our turn. So we're using Metamagic Twin Spell, we're using our Firebolt cantrip, and we now can do 2 fireballs at once. Insane! Just insane. Oh, this guy likes this. Awesome. Minor Illusion. So I guess it's time for him to eat my fireball. Oh my god. So our next cantrip is Guidance, of course. It's cantrip from Druid or Cleric, and it does nothing in damage. So basically it's giving you 1d4 to ability checks. And there are a lot of ability checks in this game. Just before any ability check, for example, right now we're doing Wisdom check, you can press add bonus and just use your cantrip, so it doesn't use any magic spell slot. And it will add 1d4 to your ability check. And this will ensure that you will have more chances to have outcomes that you wish and have successful ability checks. And that's awesome when you play a role-playing game like Baldur's Gate 3. And that's all my favorite cantrips in Baldur's Gate 3. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe for more awesome RPG content.